A red U.S. Marine Corps banner flies in front of Amanda Jordan's house in Enfield, Connecticut. One way she honors the memory of her husband, Gunnery Sergeant Philip Jordan, who was one of the first Americans killed in Iraq on March 23, 2003. The passage of time, she says, hasn't dulled the pain for her or her 11-year-old son.
We just do the whole, one day at a time, try to get through each moment, each hour, each day. Sometimes we have a day that's just consumed by the fact that he's not here, and other days we make it through the day and we're okay.
Each of the 4,000 deaths of Americans in Iraq has created widening ripples of grief and pain that go on through time and through generations. Same as for the many more thousands of Iraqis killed in combat or amid sectarian violence since the war began. Jordan remains a strong supporter of the war effort and of President George Bush. She knows the war is widely condemned, but can't stand hearing people say it's a mistake.
It's almost like the words I'm hearing in my head are where your husband died for nothing. Not only was it a waste of time, but your entire life is different, and your son is growing up without a father, and you're continuing life without a husband for nothing. That's what I hear.
This news of the 4,000th U.S. soldier killed in Iraq comes at a time when, according to studies, the American public is actually growing less and less aware of the toll the war is taking. A recent Pew Research Forum survey shows that only 28% of Americans are aware that the number of fatalities was approaching 4,000. Researcher Scott Keeter attributes that to a sharp decline in war coverage in the U.S. news media.
And beginning in the middle of October, around the time that General Petraeus testified before Congress about the military progress as a result of the so-called surge, the press coverage has dropped off very dramatically. In fact, last week, only 1% of the news hole available was devoted to Iraq.
Jordan is now working toward an advanced degree and a career in grief counseling. She consoles herself by thinking not of the mayhem and destruction that has convulsed Iraq since 2003, but of schools and hospitals built.
To me, if my husband contributed in making anybody's life better, he did not die in vain. And that has nothing to do with the weapons of mass destruction or Osama bin Laden or 9/11 or just Americans or money or oil. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's just the quality of life of people on this planet, and we all share the same planet. And if he contributed to that, to me, that's what's important. To me, that's what I'm going to share with my son.
Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Enfield, Connecticut.